Hi guys, it's Harmony again, and I'm back with my homemade Old Bay seasoning recipe. I know you can buy this in the stores, but you can easily make it at home. So let's start off with 6 whole cloves. We're going to grind them, and you could use a mortar and pestle to grind this up, but I don't have one just of yet. So I'm going to just use a glass and just press the glass on the cloves and grind them up. Since I'm using whole cloves, I'm going to say that this is about roughly a teaspoon. So if you have cloves that are already grounded or mashed, you could use about a teaspoon of cloves. So after you mash them for a while, this is what you're going to get. You've released all of the oils and everything, so you're ready to add the rest of your ingredients. So first we're going to start off with the little heat content, and that's cayenne pepper. Now I'm using 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I have a little girl, so I don't like stuff to be too hot, but you could do a tablespoon if you like it a little hotter. So that's your preference. The next thing we're gonna add is chili powder, and that's gonna give us our smokiness. That's 1 tablespoon. And you want to add this so that you get that traditional Old Bay seasoning taste. Chili powder has a lot to do with that. After that, we're going to add our paprika, also for color and taste. And this is 1 tablespoon as well. After we add that, we're going to move on to our celery salt. I don't have the footage of me adding it in, but it's 1 tablespoon as well. And that's going to give you also that traditional Old Bay taste that you know and love. Next up is ground mustard. Now you may not have this in your pantry, but you can go to the store and get a small bottle. This is 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon of the ground mustard. Then we're going to go on to the sweet end of the Old Bay, and this is cinnamon. We're only going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You want a little sweetness in there, but not too much. You want to stay as traditional to the Old Bay seasoning taste as possible. Next, we're going to go with nutmeg, and this is a smoky sweetness. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg as well. So next, we're going to get into the bay leaves. I'm using dried bay leaves. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of bay leaves. If you have bay leaves, I would say roughly 3 to 4 leaves. You can cut them up with scissors. You can grind them with the mortar and pestle, or like I did the cloves in the beginning. But as long as you get them ground up so you can release those oils, so you can get that earthy taste that bay leaves give to the seasoning. I'm going to use black pepper, half of tablespoon of this. I only have fresh ground. I don't use the canned, but you can if you want. It's all the same. This, the black pepper grind is a little fresher, but you could use the regular one. Half a tablespoon. All you need of the black pepper. You already have your heat in there with the cayenne. You're going to mash this up to release any dried herbs you may have put in, like the bay leaves, etc. And then this is going to release all of that into the rest of the ingredients. So I like to store mine in a small mason jar. It keeps it fresh, and you can keep this stored in your pantry like the rest of your seasonings for about a year, and it still will be okay after a year, but it's not going to be as potent. So thanks for tuning in for this Old Bay seasoning, and put it on all your favorite seafoods, even try it on chicken. Okay guys, until next time.